Good morning, students. Thanks for being here. I'm here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and the sun is just pouring in. I just love sitting in this corner of the room this time of the day, and I hope that everything is going well for you guys. Now, some people have been asking me, how do I compose my songs? So for any of you who are already musicians, you don't need to stay for this part of the class because you already know all this. And I am not going to claim to try to be some sort of amazing musician. I'm just a normal person who picked up a guitar and taught myself many years ago. And you guys are asking, like, how do I get disciplined to play and how do I compose a song? So I'll just start off by telling you a little bit about the history. So when I was really little, I had a violin and I took a few lessons from my mom, but that didn't really work out very well. Even though I loved the violin, I never was disciplined enough to learn it. And later on in life, when I was a young adult, a boyfriend of mine bought me a guitar for my birthday, and I was like really excited about that. And so it was sat there for a while because it hurt my fingers. Many people who have tried to play the guitar know that it can really hurt your fingers. And so you got to get over sort of that first hump. So eventually, after leaving it there, like playing a bit here and there and then not really getting into it, I thought, okay, I have to be disciplined. So I bought one of those stands the guitar can stand in beside your bed. And I put it there. And I told myself I'm not allowed to get up out of bed or to go into bed unless I play for 5 minutes. So that's doable, right? You can always find the time. And because I knew that the more I played, the more I would get my fingers tough and I'd develop calluses and then it wouldn't hurt anymore. So I managed to do that. That's how I learned. And I just made myself, like, I just looked up different guitar chords. At the time, there was no internet, but I had a book. And so I just play. So for example, this is a D chord and this is a G chord. This is an A, this is a C, and this is, back to D. So these are kind of the main ones. I play my Fs like this. Some people do complete bar chords, but it always hurt me, so I do my Fs this way. But you get the idea. Once you know a few chords, you can start to practice to play them to a certain beat. See, the problem is a lot of times people know how to play songs, but they have to stop to kind of like adjust their fingers. So what I did is I set like a little metronome. You know, one of those things goes tick, tick, tick. And I set it on a super slow setting, but I made myself play to the beat. So if, let's say I wanted to practice to go from D to G, I just realized this is banging into here, so it probably sounds a bit weird, a little wire. But if I wanted to practice to go from, let's say, D to G, I would force myself to do it to a beat. So I would go like this, D, 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 G, G, G. Now I'm going to C, C, and so on. So that's how I learned. I don't know how everybody else does it. I'm not saying that's the right way. I'm just saying that for me, that's what ended up working. And then I would increase the metronome a little bit more. So I became a little bit faster. Making a few mistakes there. I really don't play that much. I think this is called F major 7th, and I think this is called C major 7th. See, I don't really know that much, but yet I can make all these different songs because I like to sing. So basically, a song is really just a melody. So that's what you sing. And then the rest is kind of decoration. So right now I'm coming up with this song called Step by Step. And it goes something like, step by step, you're on your way. Step by step, a little each day. Step by step, you're on your way, on your vegan journey. And everything is gonna be okay. And then it continues after that. So the challenge for me, and you see I'm writing like just crappy little notes here by hand with a pen. And I have a little notebook, sort of old-fashioned. This one says, every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. I really like that. Somebody left this on my doorstep as a gift. I was shocked. It said, we love you, Miss Kadie. And they gave me this book. That was, I don't know, a year and a half ago or something. Back when I was on TikTok and had almost 2 million followers. But anyway, So that's what I've been doing today. And if you're interested in learning the guitar, I suggest you just do that. Just practice a little bit each day, get some calluses up, and when you're strumming, try to sing different things to yourself. Oh, another tip. If you want to practice and to get your fingers tough, and you don't want to sort of be alone and bored or whatever, like, okay, anyway, what I used to do is I would take it and sit on the couch when I was watching TV with my family. But I wouldn't make any noise with this hand. It would just sort of like, see, I would just strum, but barely. But just to practice to push. So going, like I said, from D to G to A to C to F and to D again, that kind of thing. So that's how I got better. Let me know in the comments if you guys play and if you have any tips, because I just know basic chords. I just strum sort of the basic things and I sing along. So what I do is I wake up and I think to myself, okay, what do I want to sing about? And I realized that over time I've also made different mistakes. Like I sometimes have too many messages in one song, and then it was like really hard to kind of say, okay, well, what is a main thing in this song? What is it mainly about? So that would be the first thing. Like, what is your song about? What is the message in one sentence? And then you work around that. And by the way, when I used to write songs before computer days, I wrote like a verse on a card, and then another verse on a card, and then the chorus on a card, like a cardboard, and then there was usually a bridge to a song. These are longer songs, not short for TikTok like nowadays. And then I used to like move them around, like, okay, this should be the chorus. No, actually that could be this verse, and I would move them around and copy and paste and erase, like original copy paste. So now with the computer, it's a lot easier because I can just type lyrics and kind of move them around and change quickly. But this morning, like I said, I'm just doing something really small here, short, because it is just something that I'm going to be using for TikTok, which are only 60 seconds long. Anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. And like I said in my little short that I posted before this, step by step, you're on your way, a little bit each day. Take steps towards becoming vegan. If you happen to make a mistake, you know, you just try again. Like when you fall off a bike, you just get back on the bike, right? Just keep trying. And should you feel guilty when you make a mistake? Well, if it's a genuine mistake, of course not. But if you kind of slipped and you sort of got, you know, sucked in by pressure or whatever, you should feel maybe just a teeny bit guilty, because you can be tougher than that. But it doesn't mean you quit. Never quit. Always stay on the path, because the animals need you to do that, right? Thanks again. Have a great day. Big hug. Give yourself a big hug, because I know you're trying. I know you're trying. And even you haters, I'll give you all a big hug too, because I know that it's hard. I know you think you hate me, but I know you don't really hate me. You don't. Because you know that if you were suffering, I would be there to protect you too. And this dust is so strange, isn't it? Because I'm right in a sunbeam. You ever done that? You sat in a sunbeam? It feels like it's like delicately snowing in here. Anyway, bye for now, guys.
Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's